we see the end of the age of great cathedrals and the beginning of a more personal, more modern Christianity, which found expression in wonderful little churches like All Saints, North Street.
Some serious clubs, some serious support. It's going to be big.
I can't wait to see what Stan's going to be doing the boys this season.
100% character.
We can't wait to get started.
Come on!
Join me, Colin Murray, for the new season. Football on 5, the Championship. Starts Saturday from 9 on Channel 5.
Morning, you're on Channel 5 and it's not long till Milkshake. Alma discouraged by her meagre carrot patch. Poppycat kicking off Milkshake in 25 minutes at 6 o'clock. First, here's Wildlife SOS.
One of Britain's busiest wildlife rescue and rehabilitation centres is at Leatherhead in Surrey. Simon Cowell leads the team of volunteers.
At Wildlife Aid, during the course of a year, we see many different types of British wildlife. We receive a lot of patients brought in to us by members of the public, but we are often called out to rescue animals from all sorts of situations in the wild. In this episode, we are called to rescue a deer that has badly injured itself trying to jump a fence. The fox that had the abscess on its neck is now fully recovered, and we release her back to the wild. A badger is brought in to us for an examination. A woodpecker is checked over after having flown into the path of a car. This call-out is to an injured deer.
Right, OK.
She's still alive, but she's obviously very hotly exhausted.
Very bad shock now.
And she's,
Right, okay, we can deal with all that, hopefully.
she's got a very old injury, but she's got the torn one, which is recent.
It seems she's tried to jump the fence, but hasn't cleared it.
Front legs.
Don't worry about me.
Here we are. Right, we've got a big stitching job around that leg.
That looks like a snare.
I'll put that back together.
This poor animal has many old injuries as well, suggesting she's had a very tough life in the wild. Irrespective of their injuries, deer can die from the shock of such accidents, so we administer drugs to reduce the shock. We trim an area of hair to help us locate a vein for injection.
I mean, 10 mils of dexedrosone, which is a corticosteroid, which will just alleviate the shock. And I whacked in a secret 2 mils of diazepam as well, just to calm her down a bit.
I hate captivity, do I?
You only got to say the word vet to them and they croak. I mean, it's a nightmare with deer.
So
Even the youngsters, we'll have them in for 6 or 8 weeks, they'll be absolutely fine. And suddenly they go. Just lift her straight over onto here. That's cool, OK. If they feel that they're contained, they don't fight nearly so much.
To transport deer safely, we bind their legs and wrap them in a blanket. This does them no harm, but keeps them calm and secure.
Just take the bottom all the way in the car. Sit on the back seat. Okay, that's cool. Lovely. Right, you squeeze out. We'll just sit her up on her haunches a bit, so it does much more good.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. It's a good girl. Right. It's a good
So
girl.
with a wound like that, what sort of period of time was she staying?
But 2 weeks, which is what's so disastrous for a deer. The shorter time we can keep them, the better. Get down.
No, you just a kid.
Today, Jim is going to release the fox that came to us with a huge abscess on her neck. After several weeks' treatment of the abscess and for mange, she has made a complete recovery and is going back to where she was rescued from.
Looking a bit better than the last one, Sarah.
Yeah, she was out cold, like just over
Just
there.
up there, that's right. Yeah. No, what happened, what we didn't know when I picked her up was she had a very bad abscess on the back of her neck. Huge abscess. probably caused by a bite or another fox. Originally we thought it was dehydration, didn't we?
Yeah.
But septicemia was getting her. But as you can see, she's recovered quite nicely. She's eating like a horse, so she should be okay. You can go out through there, little one. Ready to go? Are you ready to go? Come on then. There you go. Come on. Come on, darling. There you go.
We love this moment when we can release back to the wild a healthy and fit animal. Although her coat still looks a little sparse and her brush still looks a little thin, there is already very healthy regrowth. In a short time, she would look as beautiful as she was previously. In fact, this fox seems so happy to be free again, she looks as though she's jumping for joy. Back at the centre, Christine examines the deer. Malcolm and I hold the animal steady.
Christine can see the other leg, which isn't so pretty, I'm afraid.
It's a big girl, isn't she?
Big tear, Christine. Big tear. I just didn't spend any time in the field. I just sort of got back and I thought we'd have a look when we got here.
Go like that.
Is that a goer?
Is it fun well enough, eh?
We need to get fluid therapy started via a drip, so we shave away some hair to find a vein.
You bring a vein up, Mel. It was so easy to find last time, it was absolutely a nightmare when we actually found it.
Whilst Malcolm and I attach the drip, Christine is working on the minor wounds. Christine prepares the wound by removing the surrounding hair.
I've got any heart in this, have we?
Chris?
Down. I mean, this is all old stuff, so she's obviously been done before and before. But she's not that dehydrated.
Another one's been injured since.
I haven't had a very good time so far. And you'd think 'cause it's a little bit sort of yellowy that you sort of squeeze it and you get a stream of pus out of it, but she's kept it remarkably
Very clean.
It's been kept clean somehow.
As much missing as I thought after all.
No, where's it gone? Oh, no.
If she makes it, Christine, it might be an idea of waxing BKAs in there tomorrow, mightn't it? To keep it
Yeah.
down.
Now you're not to move.
Rest for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We put the deer into a quiet shed for her to recover.
I'm not even tempted to move her now. I've hopped onto her haunches. Is it you, really? She looks so
Feels all
comfortable.
right, doesn't she?
I sprinkle a powder called Negasunt on the wound to discourage blowflies landing on her and laying their eggs.
All right, come on, little one. You fight. We've done our best. Now you've got to do it by yourself for a bit, haven't you? You've got to do it by yourself.
Malcolm has been called out to rescue some ducklings that have fallen into a deep gully surrounding a derelict building.
How deep we are down there?
He's been told there's 3 of them.
There's 2 of the little. Yeah.
However, finding all 3 could be difficult.
What are you doing down here, eh? One. Where Mummy's gone. There we go, babes. There we go. Careful, don't tread on anything.
So much rubbish. So the report was actually 3, so it could be even more, I suppose. I don't know whether it actually made its way down here. Come on, baby. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, I'm clearly glad we waited now. Incredible. Right under our feet all the time. Tiniest little hole there. You little monkey. There we go, little. See, brothers and sisters. Who's that, eh?
Checking this deer every quarter of an hour to make sure that the drip's still running. It's looking nicely perky, which I'm always very loath to say because it's fatal. Hello, sweetheart. Okay, it's a good girl. It's a good girl. There we go. It's good. Stay there. Sort your drip out. Put that the right way. Make sure you're dripping. Yes, it's a good girl. Okay. Being a good girl, we'll just slow it down a touch now as well. Trying to give you some nice taste in your mouth as well. You're being such a good girl, aren't you, hey? We'll leave you in peace. Everything's running well. We'll keep our fingers tight crossed, but with deer, I always, I'm afraid nowadays, remain cynical and get a pleasant surprise rather than a nasty surprise, don't we? You got your apple, sweetheart? Hey?
Back at the centre, Louise is examining the ducklings that Malcolm rescued from beside the derelict building.
No obvious injury at all. Just abandoned my mum while they're falling down the hole.
Let's have a quick
check them over. I'll check them over. Sure we've got a few more, keep them company somewhere?
Yeah, we do actually.
That's only been a couple of days old, I would have thought.
Yeah, they're quite small.
Hands off. The legs do work, I can vouch for it.
Yeah,
rapid.
There's nothing wrong with you.
We keep detailed records of all our patients, and to help us identify them, we put coloured spots or stripes on their heads with a non-toxic marker.
Very lively. There we go.
I'll leave the other one with no spot, and we'll put those in with the other. We've got another couple in there.
2 more in there.
We'll nurture these ducklings for at least 3 months before they're ready to be released.
Some serious clubs, some serious support. Leeds Ellen Road, Aston Villa, the whole end. It's going to be big.
I can't wait to see what Stan's going to be doing with the boys this season. He got so close last time.
Great hit! Oh, it's fabulous! Absolutely fabulous!
This is the first time in how many years since we've had this feeling?
Drive, passion. Come on, United. How about that? That is a stunning goal!
No other place like it.
100% character, heart and gut.
We can't wait to get started.
Come on!
Join me, Colin Murray, for the new season. Football on 5, the Championship. Starts Saturday from 9 on Channel 5.
We've had a call from a local golf club who report they've seen a Canada goose with a stick protruding from its body.
The fact that it keeps flying off means, you know, presumably that the branch or whatever it is that he's flown into has not hit anything
Vital.
Vital. I mean, it's sort of hopping a bit because the stick is just about the same height as his foot.
Right.
So it's tending to sort of hobble a bit because the stick is obstructing his walking.
It's difficult to imagine how the goose has survived, let alone behaved so normally with this massive physical intrusion. And I can only suspect that such an abnormal and serious wound is as a result of deliberate human cruelty. Tragically, the goose manages to fly off. Catching him is obviously not going to be that easy. I've never seen anything like this before. We must endeavour to locate and catch him as quickly as possible if we are going to stand a chance of saving his life. This badger has been brought in to us by the RSPCA, and we now need to establish what's wrong with it.
He's come in from the RSPCA and got no details on him whatsoever. So we've got kilograms 10,
All right.
exactly.
Okay. Does feel very bony. The backbone's extremely prominent.
Very small, isn't it?
Looks in like it, yes. I don't know what sex
Quite
it is.
small.
Possibly for a
These
young
last
sow.
years?
Yeah, this is certainly not this year's, obviously, but
No.
it's hard to see without having a handful of teeth to look at. She does feel
She
extremely
looks thin,
thin.
doesn't she? She's got a lot of fur on there, but she looks
Yeah,
her skeleton
nice,
looks
sweet
thin underneath, doesn't
Give you
it?
some food, make you feel happier. That might only be the only problem, but we need to find out where it came from.
Although very thin and small, there were no other obvious signs of injury, so we'll put her in one of our observation sheds until we can get a vet to have a look at her, to establish, if we can, what her problem is.
Come on. Yeah.
I'm asleep.
Go on, wakey wakey. Come on, in you go. It's your new bed. It's a bit bigger than the horrible little cage. Come on. Isn't it funny? I think they'd really bolt, wouldn't you? Come on, sweetheart.
Always the same, isn't it?
Tip
They won't
you
go
out.
in there and then they won't come out.
There she goes. There we are, sweetheart. You make a nice little bed in there, can't you? Eh? It's quite warm, actually, so she probably might not make bed just yet.
These are baby thrushes. They were brought in to us when they were just a few days old by a member of the public who found them huddling under an upturned nest on the ground. The nest must have been dislodged from a hedge, and the parents were nowhere to be seen. Thrushes are one of the most well-known garden birds, but at the centre we never discriminate between what is rare or what is common, or what is badly or mildly injured. We believe our role is to do whatever we can to help all and any species, whether they have been the victim of natural or man-made incidents. The number of calls we get a year is over 10,000, and whilst our work may not make a significant difference to the balance of nature, we want to ensure that we can minimise the suffering of the wildlife that lives alongside us. This is a green woodpecker that's just been brought in by a member of the public.
He's actually found by a lady laying in the road. There's a pigeon one side of the road and he was laying the other. As they went past, they thought he saw one of the wings move, so they stopped. He was just laying there with his beak open, not moving. So I assume he's bounced off a car. He's found in the road. Legs seem to be working, wings seem to be working. He didn't really want to fly. He's recovered a lot from when they picked him up. He was just laying motionless with his beak open when they picked him up.
It's a little bit thin, but not too bad.
Woodpeckers have a very delicate constitution and do not fare well in captivity. After the initial examination, minimal handling of this more nervous type of bird is vital.
Doesn't appear to have any injuries.
No. Just as a juvenile, I don't know how old he is. He should be flying, I would have thought. He's got those full feathers, hasn't he?
Looks quite good. We've got another one in at the moment, so I'll put him in the same cage. See how they get on.
I'll see if he'll fly or not. Pretty, isn't he?
An injection of a drug called dexedresen will help alleviate the bird's shock.
There you go. Okay.
Joyce, one of the vets who helps us, has come to see the badger that was brought in earlier.
Did anyone manage to weigh it when it came in?
Do you want to feel its muscle tone, Joyce, or not really bother?
It's much easier just to see it move. Tells you more really than feeling. Unfortunately, that's the most difficult thing to get them to do.
At your peril, she said.
When you've got her, I will have a quick feel, but it's as I say, Nick.
What daft badgers are they?
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Right, stick the head in the corner over there if you can. The head's in the corner. It can't be where I am. All right, sweetheart. Yes, I know. Let's just have a leg. That's good.
Is it boy or girl, Joyce?
Oh, anyone else see? Because I can't go.
Oh, right.
Does the muscle tone feel better, Joyce?
Yeah, that's fine. Nothing wrong with you. Right, now if you... Oh, sorry. If you can let it go up this end. I won't get out. Muscle movement's not brilliant at the back end, but it's not going to get any better sitting in here.
No.
So she might as well go and develop her muscles out.
Susan is going to see how the woodpecker is getting on.
Hammering on the door. It was all banging. The door was banging. He stopped because we've come round. Nice woodpecker here, green woodpecker, which are quite unusual, I think. Very pretty colouring, nice feathers. Didn't like that anymore. By smearing puppy food on the door and putting it in those cracks, that's how... I mean, he has been pecking at the door a bit. We've heard him. Puppy food. They're meat eaters. I'm just going to mix it in with some lovely chopped maggots.
Susan has had the idea of providing the woodpecker's food by smearing it on the wood of its cage, so that it can feed itself as if it were picking insects or grubs off the bark of a tree.
It's all a bit worrying, mate, isn't it? It's going to be a hand job, isn't it?
Only time would tell if this is going to be successful.
There's a live maggot there as well. How attractive.
After a few days of rest and feeding up, we decided that the badger should go back to where she was found. Ray Ings from the East Surrey Badger Group came to collect her.
This was picked up by the dog control officer, and he came across this badger, as far as I can gather, and it wasn't looking too good. Picked it up, took it to the animal hospital, and then from there it came down here. So we're just going to go back and put it back where it came from, basically.
He and Malcolm will carry out the release later tonight.
Certainly knows he's home.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff.
Malcolm prepares to release the badger back to where she belongs.
Come this way, fella. We're helping hand.
I think we'd have to tip it, otherwise he's not going to.
Just keep it like that for a minute. You're still back up here again. What's he doing? I was hanging on, he says.
This is the serotine bat you may remember from a previous episode. Ross Baker, a bat expert, is on hand with Louise to supervise this latest attempt to release it. Ross has got his bat detector with him. This converts the bat's high-frequency echolocating signals into audible sounds. These noises help Ross to determine how the bat is reacting to the situation and whether there are other serotins nearby. We had tried releasing it before, but it didn't seem interested in going. We are hoping for better luck tonight. And now the moment of truth.
She was going round here, then she went all the way round.
Yeah, I saw her go past that
going
way.
back over the King's Road area where we know the colony lives and comes from. So she was travelling at good speed, at good height, in the right direction. It's got to be a good result as far as we're concerned. It's the best we could have hoped for.
In the next episode, we check on the progress of the green woodpecker. The fox is rescued from a garden, but his prospects do not look good. And we are called out to rescue some ducklings found dangerously near a main road. and a rabbit with concussion is given an examination.
As a new day dawns, Yorkshire's best have yet to rest, and their working day has only just begun.
Ow, you... He's just phenomenal.
The Yorkshire Vet starts 18th of April on Channel 5.
And there comes the boxers. It's time to fix up, look sharp, and get dizzy with excitement.
Whatever.
Because brand new Loud House is rolling onto Tunes.
How is this even possible?
With a whole week of new episodes. Gasp. From your favorite rascals.
I do know what audience is like.
Brand new Loud House. Next week from 5 on Tunes.
Each day has its ups and downs for little monsters. Milkshake, brought to you by Fisher Price.
Angels of Jarm will keep you from harm. Angels of Jarm will keep you from harm. Angels of Jarm will keep you from harm. Angels, angels, angels of Jarm.
Mine's the biggest mud pie.
Mine's the prettiest.
Mine's the tastiest.
Yuck! Imagine eating a mud pie.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Tastes rather yummy. That's not a mud pie, is it, Gabrielle?
It's a chocolate muffin. Muffins, my favourite.
Come on, there's angel work to be done. But first, you need to wash your faces.
And so do you, Gabrielle.
What's the problem, Gabrielle?
See for yourselves.
Those cakes look delicious.
Yes, but that little girl hasn't got one.
And that girl has 2 cakes.
I wonder why they're not sharing.
Let's take a look.
What's in your tin, Penny?
Have you been baking? Angel cakes for snack time. I made them all myself. I love angel cakes. How many have you got? 4.
We could all have one each.
Why should I let you have one?
Oh, please, Penny. I'll give you this bracelet for a cake.
Go on then. Can I have one? I'll give you this necklace. Okay. What about you, Dharma? What will you give for one of my cakes?
I haven't got anything to give.
Then I'll have 2 myself.
Scrummy, yummy.
These angel cakes are heavenly.
Penny's made angel cakes, but she isn't very angelic. No, she's being mean and selfish.
Penny needs to learn about sharing.
Exactly right, Ellie, which is why this is a job for...
Angels, angels, angels of Jarm.
There's work to be done. Ellie, 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 make, Wraith, who'll keep you safe. Ellie, 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 Wraith, make, who'll be the pig?
You, Mick? Fantastic!
Have you got everything?
I just need a nice juicy orange.
Take a couple from the fruit bowl. They're lovely and juicy.
Thanks, but one will do.
How will that help, Mick?
You'll see.
Open up the celestial highway.
Hello, have you come to play?
Yes, my name's Mick.
Hello, Mick. You're just in time for snacks. Come in.
Thank you.
Children, this is Mick.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mick. I'm Penny, and these are my friends, Bindi, Gemma and Dharma.
Aren't you having snacks?
We've had our snacks already.
What did you have?
We had angel cakes that Penny baked.
Were they nice?
They were yummy. I gave Penny my bracelet so I could have a cake.
And I swapped my necklace for one.
Did you have a cake, Dharma?
No, I didn't have anything to give, so Penny wouldn't give me one.
Oh, I see. Dharma, if you haven't had a snack, you must be hungry.
I am a little.
Would you like some of my orange?
It does look nice, but I haven't got anything to give you in return.
That's all right. You don't have to. I want to share it with you.
Thank you, Mick.
Does it taste good?
It's so juicy.
Would anybody else like some?
I do like oranges.
Have a piece. Gemma?
Thanks, Mick.
Penny, would you like a piece?
Are you sure?
Of course I am. There's enough for everyone.
This is the best orange I've ever tasted.
I think things always taste better when you share them.
So do I. From now on, I'm going to share with all my friends.
It's time for me to go.
Mick, where did you get this lovely orange from?
Let's just say it was heaven sent. Good work, Mick.
Yes, a nice healthy solution. I just hope Penny got the message.
We'll just have to wait and see it tomorrow, snack time. Would anybody like a piece of my orange?
Yes, please. That reminds me, it must be snack time in Jarm.
I do hope Penny remembers about sharing.
I'm sure she will, Mick.
Let's take a look.
How many cakes have you baked today, Penny?
Just one.
Aww.
But it's a really big one, and there's enough for everybody.
Hooray!
Well done, Mick. You've shown Penny that it's more fun to share.
It was a piece of cake.
Angels, angels, angels of Jarm. They look just like you. See what they can do. Calm a quarrel, stop a fight. Make it sleep, tuck it in at night. Angels, angels, angels of Jarm. They keep you safe, they keep you from harm. Angels, angels, angels of Jarm.
Hello, milkshakers! Let's do a nursery rhyme using sign language.
It's easy.
We're going to practice first, and then we'll have a go to music.
Okay, girls, look at this.
Oh,
Is that a spider? I'm not that keen on spiders, Derek.
But I've got a funny feeling that that spider is a clue to the name of our next nursery rhyme.
Oh, I know, it's Incy Wincy Spider.
I bet you guessed it too. I tell you what, let's have a practice first. So what we do is get your arm like this, and Incy Wincy's going to climb up our arm, so you go like that.
Ooh. And then he's going to climb up the water spout. Good.
And then down came the rain 3 times. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out.
Next, the sunshine's going to come out, so we go, out came the sunshine.
And the sunshine dried up all the rain.
And then Incy needs to crawl up your arm again. Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again.
That was a brilliant practice, milkshakers. Let's do it with some music. So, arms at the ready? Here it comes.
Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. And Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again.
And again.
Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. And Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again.
Well done! It's all fun and games for little monsters.
Whoa!
milkshake, brought to you by Fisher Price.
My #1 star at the silver hatch in his little white cap. Come on, Roary, one more lap. Roary the racing car. Roary, my #1 star. He's coming to the line, looking real fine. Watch out, Roary, the ride behind you. Come on, Roary the racing car. Roary, my #1 star. Roary the racing car.
Silver Hatch Racetrack was a picture of tidiness. Big Chris had been up all night cleaning the pit lane and the workshop, and he was exhausted.
Have you finished yet, Big Chris?
Have I finished? Whew, no, Roary. There's so much to do before they arrive.
Before who arrive?
Mr. Carburettor has invited the top racing magazine Formula Fun to do an article on Silver Hatch this afternoon, and he wants his place spotless.
Wow! Formula Fun! Oh, I hope they're going to take a picture of us all.
Morning, Big Chris. Is everything ready for this afternoon's visit?
We're getting there, Marcia, love.
Good. Mr. Carburettor wants everything to run smoothly. He's relying on us all, Big Chris. See ya!
You see, what I really need is 40 winks. But how can I have a nap, what with Marcia checking up on me all the time, and I've got the workshop to run as well.
Why don't I look after your workshop whilst you have a nap in Rusty?
Oh, that's good of you, Roary. But this workshop, it's a tricky place to run.
I can handle it. And if there's any trouble, I'll wake you up and tell you straight away.
Yeah, I can help out too.
Hey, sorry, what? Oh, I think I will have a nap. I can't run my workshop feeling like this. Me poor eyes, look at them. They won't stay open. Thanks, fellas.
Sweet dreams, Big Chris.
Okay. Try it now.
Oh, it should go. Vroom, vroom, Malcolm. Bigger revs, more power, just like Maxie. Can't you use a bigger hammer or something?
It's not a bigger hammer you need, Flash. It's a bigger engine.
Oh, has anybody seen a bigger Chris?
He's having a nap.
What? He said he'd give me an oil change this morning. I really need one. Listen.
Nasty. I'll go and get Big Chris right away, Maxie.
Oh.
How's Big Chris doing, Rusty?
Listen for yourself. He's sleeping like a big baby.
Oh. Big Chris looked so tired earlier. I can't wake him up.
Wait! What do you mean I'll have to wait?
I'm sure Big Chris will be awake soon.
But this is an emergency! Maybe Marcia will change my oil. I'll go get her.
No need for that, Maxie. We'll do it, won't we, Tim Top?
Yeah, we will?
We've seen Big Chris change oil before. It's easy.
Easy?
Now that's what I want to do. What I want to sound like.
Maybe Big Chris has got a spare engine we can borrow. Wait for me, Flash.
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Roary?
Yes! We've got to drain all the old oil from inside you and replace it with new yummy oil.
Be gentle with me.
Anyone know how to let the old oil out?
Hello, Roary.
Hi, Flash. Hi, Malcolm.
Roary, we were wondering if Big Chris had a spare engine we could borrow.
Oh, I'm not sure.
What's he doing up there, Maxie? Waiting for a Roary to change my oil, but he doesn't know how. I can do that for you, Roary, if you'll let me borrow an engine.
Well, I don't know.
Where's Big Chris? I've got a flat tire.
He's taking a nap.
But what about my flat tire? Who's going to change it?
We are. Come on, Tintor.
Come on, Malcolm. I'll change Max's oil. You find a spare engine. The tickles.
Ow. You should have used a drip tray.
You could have told me that this had happened.
Yes, Mr. Carburettor. Everything's fine. I've checked the workshop and pits. They're spotless. Of course the cars will all be looking their best. See you this afternoon, Mr. Carburettor. Yes, bye. Perhaps I'll make one last circuit of Silverhatch to be on the safe side.
Keep the workshop clean, make it sparkle and gleam. Check the engines, cogs and coils. When we don't feel good or go fast as we should, then it's time to change our oil. You bend it, you mend it, we're fixing every day. You bend it, you mend it, it's what we always say. It's what Big Chris will say. Our empty tanks need filling with fuel, and our engines turn the wheels. We check the brakes, pump our tyres with air, and we know how good it feels. You bend it, you mend it, we're fixing every day. You bend it, you mend it, it's what we always say. It's what Big Chris will say. You bend it, you mend it.
Help! Help!
Roary, look at the state of my workshop. What have you been playing at?
What's all this mess?
Oh, sorry, Big Chris. I didn't want to wake you up because you were so tired after working all night. So I tried to do things myself, but I ended up making a mess.
I didn't know you were tired, Big Chris. You should have told me.
Oh, well, I know you tried your best, Roary. It was a lot to ask of you both.
It was my fault too. I should take some of the blame.
Mr. Carburettor will be here with the reporter from Formula Fun soon. Well, what are we going to do?
Well, I suppose if we all bent it, then we should all mend it. Come on! Listen. Looks like we got to the finishing line just in time.
Oh, let's see what my new souped-up skateboard can do then. That's more like it.
Oh dear.
Oh, yes. Silverhatch is without a doubt the finest racetrack in the world. We have the best workshops, best mechanic, best marshal, and the fastest cars. And the fastest rabbits.
Fastest rabbits? Now that is a story.
Oh, just wait till I... Let's go and take a picture of me with the beautiful cars.
Roary learned that looking after Silverhatch was a team effort. That's why it was the best racetrack in the world, even with a flying rabbit.
Hello, milkshakers. I'm Kemi, and it's Friday. Yes, and we're going to start the morning off with Poppy Cat, where today vegetables grow as big as trees, and I'm going to gobble them all up.
It's all fun and games for little monsters.
Whoa!
Milkshake, brought to you by Fisher Price.
Poppy Cat. Poppy Cat. I've got a special story for you today. I call it Poppy Cat and the Fantastic Gardens. One sunny day, Poppy and her friends were in the garden. Alma was very excited to show them her new vegetable patch.
I can't wait for you to try my carrots. I think they're going to be especially delicious since I grew them myself.
That does sound wonderful. Can we help you pull them up?
Yes, please, Poppy. Just pull and the carrots underneath.
Good, because I'm really hungry. Oh.
Here, Zuzu, have mine.
Oh.
Oh, but they've been growing for ages. They're big enough for me.
Oh, sorry, Mo.
Oh, it's all right. I'm used to it. I can't believe my carrots didn't grow. I must be the worst gardener ever.
Don't say that, Alma. You can try again if you have any seeds left.
A few.
Oh, hello, Egbert. We're just about to plant some seeds. Would you like to join us?
No, thank you, Poppy Cat. I have my own top-secret garden to plant.
You're planting pebbles?
Not just any pebbles. Pebbles that grow into super-giant rocks. Goodbye.
I might as well plant pebbles too, since I'm so awful at growing carrots.
It takes time to learn how to grow vegetables. What we need to do is speak to an expert gardener.
And I know just the place to find one. Come and visit Fantastic Gardens, where the world's biggest vegetables grow. I've heard that a team of 103 gardeners work to keep Fantastic Gardens so fantastic.
I suppose it's worth a try.
I think so too, Alma. But first, we're going to need a camper van!
It says here that their turnips are as big as boulders and carrots grow as big as trees.
Did you hear that? Carrots as big as trees! I'm so hungry, I think I could eat a whole tree.
Me too. Well, at least a branch. My friends are starving, all because I'm a terrible gardener. Oh.
Stop where you are!
Oh, Egbert.
Hello again, Egbert.
I'm not Egbert. I am Graham Greenbeard, the garden guide.
Oh, good. Maybe you can help us. We're looking for Fantastic Gardens.
Well then, you are very lucky because... you've